when we were preparing for it, I knew I was traveling for 6 months, and I was afraid that I wasn't able to do the proper training, because when you're settled in one place, then it's very easy to, well, it's not very easy to do the training, it's actually really hard, but it's easier to give yourself a routine. And for me, being at home in Warsaw, it's easier for me to have, like, Tuesday night I go running, Thursday night go to CrossFit, weekend do a long run and create a routine. When I was traveling, it was really impossible to do that, so I had to kind of vary it and make it up as I went along. So at one point during the travel, I had a 2-day training camp in the mountains in Thailand, and when I did this 2-day training run, the first day was about 42 kilometers, and I didn't think I was going to finish it. And the second day, I didn't finish the whole day. I didn't think I would start the second day, but I managed to start it, but I didn't manage to finish it because I was just physically a wreck. I was totally broken. And I remember speaking to Alan after that, and saying, and I was really thinking that I can't do this. I'd also signed up for a 160 kilometer race, and I thought, it's stupid, there's no way that I'm going to be able to finish that. If I can't do 2 days of running, how am I going to do 4 days of running? And at that point, I was ready to quit my travels and come back to Warsaw just so that I could be in one place to do all the training, so that I'd be able to do the run. Because I was really at that point thinking, like, after that failure, that I wasn't going to be able to do it. Alan kind of calmed me down a bit when I spoke to him on the phone, and like told me it would be stupid to come back, more or less. And I did the 160k race at the end of March in Vietnam. I prepared for it a bit more than I had been doing, and that 4-day race gave me a huge amount of confidence. What I did was, I started it very slow. I was making sure that I wasn't running with people at the front, which is tempting in slow races because you can. Each day I got stronger. The last day I was running with the leaders, I was running in the front, and I finished third on that day and had a great time doing it. And so being able to complete that, which was 4 days of running, similar distance to what we do in Run Wisla, but more climbing with a heavier backpack, I thought, if I can do that, then I know I can do one stage and then have a day rest.
It's funny, me and Andy got asked quite a lot if we were scared of Run Wisla or afraid of it. He gave one of the best answers ever when he was asked by Festival Biegowy, this portal in Poland. He said, "I don't understand the meaning of that word," which he literally didn't at the time, but it came out as like being incredibly hardcore and all that. I got asked by another magazine, Napierai, what I was most scared of. I said, actually, I'm most stressed about the fact I still haven't finished my work, because I was still, for the first 2 days of the run, I still had work to do in the evenings. So, but going back to fear, the thing is, I wasn't really afraid. I don't think I didn't know if we were going to do it. I had doubts. I don't think fear really came into it. I wasn't like, if we didn't do it, then we didn't do it. I knew we were just going to try as much as we could, give our all, or even more. And if it worked, it would be an amazing experience. If it didn't, it would still be great. We attempted something mental and whatever. So, yeah, I never really felt that fear. I was concerned. There were lots of things to think about and lots of things to plan. I was kind of stressed for a lot of the build-up. Fear, I didn't really feel. Maybe that's a good thing.